Alright, here we have Petscop 5. Released April 11th, 4 days after the for fun. He starts in the room just under the windmill, okay? And we have a description. Hey folks, I guess this is all for now. Let me just check something real quick. I think this is a video before they made a hiatus. Petscop 5, Petscop 6 was... No, it's pretty shortly afterwards, I guess. Like 9 days after. But the description reads, the following are the questions where the response was I don't know. Okay, so we can assume he played the game and he asked the purple thing, some questions, and they weren't in the answer bank or question bank. So he asked it's Care, Mike, Michael, so the names we saw. Who's Care in a different way, Michael, and then he asked about Tiara, where are you, when am I, which is a pretty interesting question. So it loops back to the the game is the time is important for the whole series. When am I? What is NLM? So I guess he didn't make a connection between NLM and Nobody Loves Me yet. And I'm being honest here. We don't know if NLM means Nobody Loves Me. It's an obvious connection, but maybe it means something different, right? We have to be open about that. NLM isn't Nobody Loves Me. The new maker plane, who is new maker? What is Petscop? Petscop. How to see windmill? See windmill. And then some random things. Who is Marvin? Ah, interesting. We didn't hear the name Marvin yet, but they write that they asked this after this video. Okay. And then we have some questions that got answered. Who is Tiara? We saw here he asked Tiara and who's Tiara, but I guess who is Tiara is in the registry there. And the answer was Petscop Kit, very smart. Where am I? Under the new maker plane. Who am I? New maker. And who are you? Tool. Remember being born. I'm not Tiara. And then the color changes. Who are you? Turn off PlayStation. Why? Marvin picks up Tool, hurts me when PlayStation's on. So there's mention of Marvin. These come up now, and we can discuss it as they come up. That's Petscop 5 now.
Alright, so I spent a while with this, just asking as many questions as I could think of. Mostly like short 3-word things. And most of the questions that I asked just produced no answer. Or the default answer, which is I don't know. Most of them just gave me that, except for 4 of them. And I'm going to go through each of those 4 now. The first of the 4 was, who is Tiara? And capitalization does not make a difference. But who is Tiara? I also tried who is Care, who is Mike, who is Michael, and I tried other forms too, like just Care, just Mike, just Michael. This is the only one that gave me anything.
That's so. Who is Tiara? And then the answer is Petscop. Kid, very smart. Let's see if Paul has something to say about it.
Next one
He doesn't.
that I tried,
It's interesting that only the name Tiara is giving a valid answer. So he asked who is in the same, like the same as who is Tiara. He asked who is Michael, or who is Mike, and who is Care, but they both didn't have an answer stored in the bank. And so the question comes up, what is Petscop Kid? Right? Is it referring to Paul? As Petscop Kid is very smart for asking that question? Or is it Petscop, Petscop Kid, very smart. So Tiara is a Petscop Kid and is very smart. These are the two theories I can come up with now.
yeah.
Who am I? New maker. Okay. That's a second mention of new maker. The first was they wonder the new maker play. Who am I? So when you take the word new maker, just in its pure form, new maker, someone or something that makes something new again, or creates something, right? Makes something new. And that's Paul, apparently.
Next, I asked, where am I?
Where am I? Under the new maker plane. Okay. So he walked downstairs, right? In the grassy plain, when the door opened, he walked downstairs. So then is the question, he's now under the new maker plane, and the kids that think nobody will love them ever again wander the new maker plane. Is the new maker plane now the plane where even care was, like the colorful white plane from the beginning, or is it the grassy plane he was after entering the cheat code?
And then I asked, who are you?
And the color of the tool changed.
I don't know why that just happened.
Let's see, who are you? The answer is tool. Okay, I think it comes up later, when I'm not mistaken. Changes back. Yeah, so we'll see later. So apparently this color change didn't happen before. He seems very surprised by it.
Yeah, so I was saying, who are you? Yeah. I don't know why that just changed color out of nowhere.
He goes and just asks the question anyway. And notice the answer,
I think it broke.
it takes a lot longer for the tool to answer now. So not even the default answer comes up. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that even just registered at all.
And the thing is wobbling.
Or,
Okay. Ping tool. Who are you? Long pause. And all capital letters in pink. Turn off PlayStation.
okay. So that's not what it said before when I put in that question.
And that's like really meta, right? It's straight from Metal Gear 1 or Metal Gear on the PlayStation, where Psycho Mantis reads your memory cards, or Metal Gear Sons of Liberty, where Colonel says to you that you have to turn off the console.
Did not look anything like that. It's interesting. Okay. What do I ask now? Why turn off? I'll try just why. Okay. Oh boy.
And it takes a really long time.
Yeah, I don't.
But
What the fuck?
interestingly, Paul doesn't give up, right? He, of course, he knows, right? He knows that something comes up, but in the meta narrative, we know that he knows the game, right? He probably maybe even programmed it. We don't know that, but he knows something comes up. But in other places, like exploring the second grassy plain, he gave up really fast, right? But here he's really determined to get this answer. Like he knows something has to come up. So he asks why. And then again, it takes long pause, or really long pause. Again, in all capital, Marvin, first mention of the name, picks up tool. Hurts. I don't know if this is like a new line here, or if it's just one whole sentence. When PlayStation on. Marvin picks up tool, hurts me when PlayStation on. It's just the question is, because we know from the description, this thing, who are you? It calls itself tool. It comes up just in a few moments. But this is the first mention of Marvin. We never saw the character. We don't know if a color is associated to him yet. But apparently, like in a meta narrative or in like in a meta state, he hurts someone with a tool when the PlayStation is on. It's just the question is the PlayStation on like someone playing the game, right? Probably.
This fucking game. This game. Okay,
And it stays really
Alright,
long, the text.
what do I have to ask now?
And it changes
switch
back.
again. I think it just... Okay.
It's like the red tool doesn't glow. Like the pink tool has a weird glow to it. It probably
Okay,
it can be because just of the color
alright.
they chose. And the red color is like
switch
more
back again.
matte, like a not glowing color.
I think it just... Okay. I don't... So if I put in, what was it? If I put in who are you again, is that gonna... Let me see what happens when I put that in. Again.
So he puts in again the same questions he asked before. Who are you? The answer was, from the pink tool, turn off PlayStation. And now, red tool, the answer comes up really fast, okay? And the answer is in all capital letters again. Who are you? Tool, and then picture of tool. It's the same. The picture looks exactly, or not exactly, it's a really crude drawing, but it looks like the thing he talks to, right? And it looks like the pictures that were drawn in the room before this, in blue. Okay. And also notice, I said that in the earlier videos, this thing, we found 2 of these in the room of Michael and in the room of Care.
Yeah, so that's what it said originally when I put it in.
But weirdly, it's all in capital letters.
Well, okay, that's bizarre. So I guess I'm gonna wait for that to happen.
Notice, I'm not sure, there's theory about this, of this graphical error here. You see Paul and the floor here, and the answer is distorted, right? I'm not sure if this is like a graphical error or from uploading it to YouTube, or if this has a meaning.
I'm gonna wait for that to happen again. But I guess I'm gonna end the video now, though.
And now he asks the question that was on the note we found in the quiz room, right? Remember being born? Probably, I think. Yeah. And the answer is, I'm not Tiara. Interestingly enough, he said he stops the video now, but it comes up again. Remember being born? And answer is I'm not Tiara. So, just for the connection, in the note in Care's room, there was like a quote from Tiara, which said, let's get the exact quote here. We have the power. Can go
All right, so now
back to the videos.
So, what we have here now? Yeah.
Somewhere around here.
What am I reading?
Here. Tiara, that's the first and only mention of Tiara. Except for when he asks the tool, who is Tiara? Right? Tiara says young people can be psychologically damaged beyond rebirthing. Okay. And the question was, remember being born? And he answers, I'm not Tiara. So we can make a connection that Tiara remembers being born, or maybe she was rebirthed. So she knows now, or remembers now being born, right? And the other connection is, who is Tiara? Petscop kid, very smart. And then the video ends.
As many questions.
Paul doesn't say anything in the last few seconds here. When he comes up again.
Oh, well, okay, that's bizarre. So I guess I'm gonna wait for that to happen again. But I guess I'm gonna end the video now, though.
Yeah. So, for the conclusion of Petscop 5, the whole video is just talking with the tool. Okay, we get some lore, story, but it's really like distorted, so we don't get a clear picture of it. What we know is this thing, this tool, it's named Tool, I guess, and this figure is named Tool somehow in all capital letters. That's really curious. I'm really curious about that. Why is the who are you question the answer of the who are you question in all capital letters? That only happened with the pink tool. All the other answers of the red tool are not capitalized, right? In all caps. We learn about Tiara, which the answer was Petscop kid, very smart. We know who the player is, not Paul maybe, but the player character. He's a new maker, or he's the new maker, and he's under the new maker plane. So he's not in his own plane, but under it. Okay, so not at his own home or in his own plane. The question is the new maker plane the even care plane, the first plane, the plane we see in Petscop 1, or is it the grassy plane we see at the end of Petscop 1? Okay, then the tool changes randomly, apparently, and the answers take longer. The question is, why do they take longer? And they're in all capital letters. It seems like the pause between who are you for the pink question is long, but the answer for why is even longer, the pause, and the text is longer as well. So does someone write these answers of the pink tool by hand, or are these also in a question bank? because if they're in a question bank, like the PlayStation has, maybe it has just longer to read through a bank of answers, because Ping Tool maybe has lots more answers. That's a possibility as well. Or someone writes the answers by hand, but I don't think the PS1 didn't have a online capabilities, right? So I don't think someone can write in his game now. It has to be on the disk, right? Afterwards, the tool changes back to red again. After these two answers, seemingly random, it changes again to the red tool. And as well, these graphical glitches here. Question is it random again, or is it just a glitch? Yeah, I think that's the whole about the video.